out a terrorist, you probably picture Ahmed, the balaclava concealing his face, the AK-47 ready and waiting to silence and control any non-believers, the robes a clear indication of his goal and motive. How terrible must it be in that moment? The concept for one thing that you personally treasure most, taken away from you from reasons that you personally may not understand. I'm sure that many of you would agree that this is a very narrow-minded view of what depicts a man of terror. But humour must argue that there has to be more to it than just the balaclava. You would be correct in that light, because it is. Terrorism is more of a part of our mainstream society than meets the eye. As a matter of fact, terrorism has potentially even infiltrated the sanctuary of our own homes. It could be argued that we've all been in contact, met, or maybe even been led by a terrorist at some stage in time, and have been for centuries. That couldn't possibly have happened here though, could it? A terrorist could never take control of our country. They'd be driven from their post in office straight away. What if a terrorist did take control? At the highest level, it already has. King Henry Tudor VIII, maybe one of the most infamous British terrorists of all time, rallied for the dissolve of the Roman Church, burning and beheading any of those who dared to oppose him, setting over 70,000 examples to the great British public, eventually dying with people fearing him. Yes, we have had a monarchy based on terror. What Henry Tudor did, no doubt, can be compared to what terrorists today can be capable of. But then again, maybe we're thinking with more narrow minds than we thought. Go on, define terrorism. What does it mean to you? It could be argued that terrorism is simply the act of scaring people into achieving what you want. Surely then, there must be more terrorists in this country than we initially believed. A burglar, putting a gun to the forehead of a shopkeeper. The school bully, picking out the class from Target, threatening to punch his lights out if he doesn't comply. When I utter terrorist, I now picture the reception teacher, Miss Kimmings, the active threat of cut break time striking fear into the eyes of a 5-year-old. How terrible must it be in that moment? The concept of the one thing that you treasure most to be taken away from you for motives that you yourself may not understand.
Of course, this is just one base of thought. You may well have a different idea or opinion. Just where do you think society draws a line at what is and isn't a terrorist?